Hello, boys and girls. Today we are going to talk about changing lesson 20, changing variables with B. So I'm going to start these all over and I'm going to show you what we're going to do today. So if you look, they're missing things. The instructions say finish the code so that the bee can collect all the honey and nectar. So what I'm going to go to, I'm going to go to variables and I'm going to pull out gather. And I'm going to put gather in each of these blank spots. And we might have to change one of these. Let me see here. Okay, so this one actually needs to be repeat 3 times. And we're going to get that from math. And we're going to change the number to 3. And let's see if that works better. Okay, so that is puzzle number 1. Let's move on to number 2. And I'm going to start over because, okay, so it says edit your solution in one place so the bee can collect all the honey and nectar. And so if you look at the only thing different from the previous puzzle is that these are at 3 now. So we have to go into the number at the end of set gather, change it to 3. And let's see if that works. Good. Easy peasy so far. I'm going to start over. So it says subtract 1 from the variable so that you can use this code in your program. So what we need to do, we need to go into variables, set gather to, and we're going to put it underneath the collect row. Then we go into math, and we're going to add that equation block there. And we are going to pull out that 1, go to variables, pull out a gather, and we're going to change the addition sign to minus. Because look, it goes 3, 2, and then 1. Let's see if that works. Okay, so that is, instead of changing all this code, we can just subtract 1 in that case. Number 4. And remember, if you're watching this video while you're trying to do your work, you can just pause the video, and then make your changes on your work, and do it that. Okay, it says let's keep going. Edit the code to make it work for this puzzle. And see, now we're going from 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3. So we need to change that subtraction sign to an addition sign. Uh-oh. What did I do? Let me double check my work. Oh, we have to change, set gather to 1 too, because it's set on 3 now. That's all. Okay, so I'm gonna let you look at that for a second before I move on. So far we other than that first change we made over here, we didn't have to do anything with the function. All right, number 5. And I am going to start over. Okay, so now it says create your own code to solve this puzzle. So what we're going to have to do, we are going to have to build our function. So we're going to go in here and we're going to pull this green block out and we're going to rename it. Let's call it collect rows. COLLECT space rows. And the first thing we're going to put in there is a repeat loop. And we are going to put another repeat loop because we have to take care of these things right up here first. So first thing, let's throw the one away. Oh, we haven't even set our gather yet. So they're making us do all the work here. All right, so I'm going to go to variables and I'm going to put that in there. I'm going to drop that letter of that I down and rename. And we're going to rename it gather. Okay, so set gather. And we are going to go back to math and get the 1 because we're starting out with 1 nectars. Now we can go in here and get our gather, put it here, and we're going to put a gather in the next one also. Okay, first action we're going to do, we're going to move forward. Second action, we are going to get nectar. And then we're going to go ahead and put another loop in. Throw the 1 away. We're going to move forward. Oh, and we have to put the gather in there. We can't forget to do that. Another loop. Same thing, we're going to throw that 1 away. Get a gather. And this one, you probably already guessed it, we are going to make honey. And then when we get to the end of that row, we are going to turn right. So we're going to put that down here. All right, so then we have this set up. So we're going to get another loop. And we are going to repeat 3 times. And then we are going to go to functions and we're going to pull out collect rows. But there's something else we got to add because look, the numbers are growing up. We have 1 nectar, 1 honey, 2 nectar, 2 honey, and the spacing is changing too. So we are going to go into variables. We're going to put a set gather to. We're going to go to math and get one of these equation blocks. And we are going to throw this 1 away. Put a gather in there. So it's gonna go get the nectar and the honey. It's gonna turn right, and then it's gonna add 1 space, 1 move forward, 1. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, so I'm gonna let you look at that for a second. Remember, pause the video if you have to. And you can also always look up here and see what the workspace. You have 24 out of 24 blocks. Okay, so that's what we did last week. So if you do this video and you fix both weeks, you're going to get double amount of points. All right, so we're going to move on to number 6, and I'm going to start over. Oh no, what did I do that for? What did I start over for? I got to do it all over. Alright, so it says now give this one a try. So we're just building, we're going to build a function. We're going to pull this out. And what we called it today, we called it staircase. We called it staircase. So we have to figure this out. We have to go forward, come down. Okay, so what we're going to do first, we're going to put in 2 loops because we're going to move forward and get. So we're going to throw the 1s away. Variables. Oh, we don't have it. We don't even have a function yet either. So I mean a variable. So we're going to pull the variable out. We're going to rename it because it's right now it's named I. So we're going to name it gather. Rename. And then we are going to go to math. And we're going to pull out the 1. Set gather to 1. Alright, so now we have a gather over here, and we can put that in these 2 spots. The first one is going to be move forward. And then we are going to get nectar. And actually in this one, we are going to change this. We're going to actually go ahead and get the math block, and we're going to put that in there. And we're going to change that first one number to 1, the 4, excuse me. And then we're going to change the addition to a minus. And we're going to throw that 1 away. And that's where we're going to put our gather. So we're going to get that piece. Then we are going to turn right underneath that. And then again, we're going to put 2 more loops in here. Pause the video if I'm going too fast for you. Okay, so on the first one, we're going to put a gather. And on the second one, we are going to put another one of those math blocks. First number is going to be changed to 4. Change the addition to a subtraction. And we're going to put a gather in the second one. It doesn't hurt if you leave blocks lay around, but they just they tend to get in your way. Right, so the first one we're going to move forward, right? And then we are going to make honey. Make honey. And then we are going to turn left. Okay, so we have our staircase. So we're going to need to do that 1, 2, 3 times. So we're going to put another loop over here. Change it to 3. Go into functions, get the staircase. And we are going to go ahead and get a variable set gather 2. Then we're going to go get that math block. And we're going to throw the first one away and set that gather. And if you look, I have 29 out of 29 blocks. I'm going to hit run. Okay. Number 7. And I think we're going to have to do the same thing. They want us to make a function again. Okay, so first thing we can do, let's set variable. We're going to change the name to gather. And we are going to go to math, and we're going to get a 1. We're going to leave it at 1 because it looks like we're going to click 1, 1, 3, 3, 5, 5, 7, 7. Okay, so now we have to go to functions, do something. So we call them pods today, loops. And on the first loop, we're going to use something different. We're going to use the while path ahead do, and we're going to move forward. And then we're going to put another loop. And we are going to put a gather in there. Pull the 1 out, put a gather, and we are going to make honey. This one's reversed. Usually, for most of them, it's been get nectar, make honey. Now this one's make honey and then get nectar. All right, so now we are going to turn right underneath that, move forward, another repeat block. And of course, you already know we're going to take that 1 out, and we're going to put gather in there. And we are going to get nectar. Okay, so that's going to go, it's going to move us forward, it's going to get the honey, go turn right, get the nectar, and then it's going to repeat itself. So now we have to get 1 more loop, put it up here, change the number to 4 because there's 4 different pods. And then we're going to go to function, pull out the pod 1, and then we have to put the variable set gather 2, the math, and we're going to take that first one away, and we're going to gather, And does anyone, before I even give you the answer, what are we gonna add by? Because it goes 1, 3, 5, 7, and I know you guys are quick enough to know that we're counting by 2. I have 21 out of 21 blocks. I'm going to hit run. Okay, I'm going to leave that there for a second. It seemed like the most complex puzzle, but so far, I think it was the one that made the most sense to me. Alright, I'm going to go to number 8, and number 8 is a multiple choice question. Look at the code below. How many units of nectar will the bee collect at the end? So if you look, it's called move in increment. So increment is move forward, get set nectars to nectars plus 1. But it really doesn't, this is the only place where it says get nectar, and you're only going to do it 2 times. Okay, because nectars is set to 1 and then plus 1. So the answer is going to be B. And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, you did lesson 20. And we are flying through this. I appreciate you guys, and I hope this helps. I'll see you next week. Bye.